I just came from a family function. I look very clean. Ralph Lauren, muscles popping in, Casio watch. Yeah, the Casio. Beautiful golden Casio watch. Just came back and my cousin asked me, why haven't I been uploading? As fast as I was, when it came to them with one day videos and so on. And I want to get two things that would answer this question. And one of them is that I'm not doing YouTube for the sake of trying to become a YouTuber and trying to scab off YouTube like all these other faggy influencers. I'm not trying to do that because that in and of itself, you're basically selling your soul. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to rely on YouTube or any of these massive businesses paying me because that in return makes me a slave. And the first reason is because I don't care. I literally just make content for the sake of, me having to look back, say in 20 years from now. So I'll be 40 years, I'm 20 years old right now. And to attempt to see how I was 20 years ago and how and where I was 20 years ago, what my thoughts and perspectives and views on certain things were 20 years ago. And, just having to look back on how far I've been. Hence why I make content. Now, if there's one thing he did also say to me that stuck with me is that, if you don't post content, you don't become famous. And he's right. If I don't post content, I won't be famous. So I ought to be posting, which I am to do, for the sake of that question. Because it is important. If you want to work towards something, you have to do the little things in order to get there. A to B. Anyways, D1 hating. This is a series that is going to be about me having an opinion, having a perspective, or just random bullshit that happens throughout the whole entire world and just what my insights are about them. Whether it be the liberals trying to do some bullshit once again, whether it be, I don't know, some type of war, whether it be some bullshit that's happening around locally, globally, internationally, whatever the fuck. Anyways, D1 hating. In D1 hating, this is going to be a series, D1 hating part 1. This type of content is just going to be straight, raw, me, whatever, because in the end, I'm basically getting work done, making these type of videos. Because I need to become an interesting person as a young man. And I want to learn how to be good when it comes to talking to people, when it comes to talking to in front of a camera, when it comes to talking in front of a camera, trying to avoid arms or ifs or all these dumb words that shouldn't be in a sentence. I should be sharp when it comes to speaking. So yeah, this is gonna be a real helper for me, a real obstacle to overcome. Doing these videos, as you can see, I'm already getting the gist of it. I'm using hand gestures as I speak for you to get a better picture of what I'm trying to get here. But yeah, D1 hating. Let's get to it. That's a pretty big intro. Anyways, yeah, I'm working. Now on D1 hating, we're going to be talking about being left behind. Being left behind. You know what's interesting? 2 days ago, I was on TikTok on my break. It was a 15-minute break. In Australia, we call it smoko. I'm assuming that most of you would already know this. And I came across this guy. He was an Australian. And he was talking about, straight off the bat, he was straight off talking about how he was 20 years old and that he doesn't have a license, he doesn't have a car, he still relies on his parents and scabs off them, hasn't been to college, has no social life, and just has nothing going on with his life. Just nothing going, like everything is not, like nothing is ever moving since he left high school. And then he goes on to say something about, like, he's just ranting on some pussy ass bullshit. He's just talking about, I do all these things, nothing is going my way. But if there's one thing I want myself and a lot of you guys to know out there is that you should never, ever have to go through a period in time where you're not doing enough. Because the number one thing you should not be doing is comparing yourself to others, and that coping through this in a fragile mentality you would eventually get through this. And I'm just thinking, I'm just there watching this video, like, it just pissed me off. Like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? No car, no license, no nothing going for yourself, not even a social life. You can't even talk properly on a camera. Me too, but I'm talking better than him. What has he done for himself? He is 20 years old. I am 20 years old, and I have all those things. I don't even rely on my parents. I have basically everything he has that he doesn't. And then he goes on to saying something about not to compare yourself to other people. And I like to rebuttal on that, because if anything, you should compare yourself. Every day I do. Every single day I do. There's millionaires my age. And people might say, oh yeah, but you got to focus on your own race and you don't want to be looking ahead. You don't want to be looking at people ahead. Well, I look at people who are ahead, so I know how far I am compared to them. And that's how much work I need to get done, if that makes sense. See, if there's a car here, this is my car, and there's a car out this way, I have to know the distance between me and him in order to get there, and if not, surpass him. That's just the game. You have to not be left behind at all. Like, this kid is 20 years old, and so am I, but I have my shit together. I am not rich yet. I am rich, and actually, I am a rich person. I just don't have money. I am a famous person, I just don't have a lot of people that know me. Manifestation. Anyway, you can't be left behind. It's a race. You have to compare. Now, I get what everyone's trying to say in terms of, like, not to only focus on other people's races, but focus on yourself. You can do both. You only have to compare that one side when there's a winner there to know the distance between you and that other person. That guy is winning, and he is 50 meters further than I am compared to where I am. So I have to work, if not work harder, get my license, get my car, get that job, do whatever it takes to get up to that person. Do you get where I'm going with this? So if there's anything that, man, it just pissed me off, man, because there was 100,000 likes on that video, and I saw so many comments saying something like, oh, bro, I so needed this. Yeah, bro, yeah, I so needed this. Oh, this video helped me so much. Dumb motherfuckers, bro. Life doesn't give you handouts. That guy, guaranteed, if his parents died today, God forbid, his parents died today, tonight. I'm making this video on Sunday. If they died tonight, he would not survive in 5 days. Because that's how much of a shit cunt loser he is. How are you going to be 20 years old and you do not have any value to your name at all? At least get a job so you can at least help your parents stay at their house, you know? One weekend, for 1 week, spend the like weekly groceries, like something. All these motherfuckers, 20, like they're the exact same age as me, and motherfuckers still don't get it. Life does not give a fuck about you at all. Oh my days. Yeah, he was just full coping. I dislike that. I took that personal. If anything, that hurt me more than it hurt him. For him saying that. Because if anything, if I was in the exact same situation as him, the last thing, not even the last thing, I would never even touch my phone to even make some bullshit video about that. He had it up like this. So I'm 20 years old. I don't have a job. I don't have my car. I don't have a license. I still rely on my parents. Motherfucker, wake up. Motherfuckers, D1 hating. This is what I'm hating on this guy. D1 hating. This is the series of D1 hating. Fuck me dead. D1 hating. Motherfuckers. Man, he really just said that. And you know what's more surprising? There were so many of those comments and they had so many likes on them. Do not be left behind. You have to get the work done. Whether it be you being a swimmer, if someone's swimming faster than you, you have to work harder so you know, and compare, not even compare, but just see how far you are from him. So you can train that hard enough to get to him, if not surpass him. Motherfuckers just sitting around not doing anything with their lives. And then they question themselves why they're so shit, why their life is so shit. And that's the reason why, it's because you're not doing anything about it. 100%. There's a reason why your body wants to do that thing. There's a reason why you don't feel that way. It's because it genuinely doesn't want to be in the same position as it always has been for the past how many years since that guy left high school. He's been the same fucking little kid. Wake the fuck up, honestly. D1 hating. Oh my days. But yeah, motherfuckers just be coping on some bullshit. Do not be pussies out there, boys. Honestly, get your shit together. And not even just boys, but women. The women's are killing it right now. I'll be honest. The women are killing it in the game. I'm seeing more men complaining about their lives than any woman ever in 2025. I can debate on this. There's more men out there complaining about how shit their life is compared to men. I mean, compared to women. Compared to men compared to women talk shit about how shit their life is compared to women. What is going on? Do they have more testosterone? Like, where's our balls at? Where's your cocks at? Well, yeah, man. Oh, fuck. Don't cope. If anything, you need to be resilient. You have to be competent. Everything is a race. It's very competitive out here. And if you don't catch up, if not try to catch up in trying to succeed in life and just, doing what needs to be done, you're going to be left behind. And you do not want to be left behind at all. At all. I will say that to the day I die, you need to lock in, bro. Because shit like that just makes you feel shit.